If you're watching, please kindly help me share or tag them if you have their handles. The following set of persons: Auntie Iyabo Ojo, very, very dark man. Tacha killed Abiola, and there's a reason. I noticed that since morning there have been reactions to what happened yesterday at Lekki, and I have the following to say. See, all of you are right. All of you, you are right. Do not allow this to descend into some form of or some kind of disunity. This kind of movement, different things will sprinkle, different people with their own respective skills or abilities, and everybody will run their thing towards the same goal. Those who are organizing candlelight processions and every other thing, they are helping to sustain the momentum. They are helping to sustain the advocacy. They are helping to sustain the attractions into the matter. And you know Nigeria, until there's a festival or carnival or people massing around something, they will not give you the attention you deserve. Many people have died and government never bothered until there's such carnival like this. So they say, why are people gathering? Well, in fact, it also helps to draw the attention of the world to say, what are people gathering for? Look at the number of international musicians, including billboards, that are giving attention to this now. Why are they doing so? It's because there's noise around it. And everybody will be, even if you weren't aware before, or you never knew Mohbad before, there are many people who never knew Mohbad, including some of the people who are bringing up these advocacies now. They didn't know Mohbad from anywhere. But they'll be like, why are people gathering? Who is this guy everybody is talking about? And then it forced us to start going to pay attention to his music. Oh, he was the one who sang this. Oh, you mean he was the one who sang that? Oh, wow. So, those who are organizing these candlelight processions, memorials, concerts, they are part of, in fact, they are a very important part of such advocacy. So, if you are organizers, don't feel bad. It's good. You did well. Unfortunately, things like this will normally want to come with its own side because there are people too who have other agenda for coming. That is where organizing has to be very tight. That's one. Those who are organizing the meet with the police investigating team, you are also very correct. In fact, that is the important part. Those who are doing this thing will really need more technical hands. They will really need to work hard. And I know why I'm saying it. You see, you are the ones who will now have to go and be fetching the information the police may not even, that will help police investigation. Now, they go the count on. Because the intellectual input into all these things, now get them. Now must get them. Now must get them. So please, all the evidence police will need, because noise is good, but that one is just to call attention. But what is more important is the D-Day, they now bring the information to the court or to the investigating panel, and then you are bringing weak points. All the noise will be a waste of time. I don't want to give example. You understand what I'm talking about? It is not at all time you say, oh, the judiciary is a mess. The judiciary is not always true. Fact is, if you bring weak points to the judiciary, no matter how much noise you have made. So that is where I want to charge you. Those of you will need serious technical, people who have skills with technicals, getting information, getting this, getting evidence, technical personnel, and not all of them will even be seen. Some of them will just be working to get all the information you need. By the way, I also want to advise Auntie Iyabo and the rest of you in that particular team. You will need to get lawyers for the family. Don't rely on police prosecution team alone. As part of the technical angles I'm talking about, lawyers for the family. And I'll give you reason. Some of you will remember Timothy Adegoke, is that the name? That case handled by that man, Oriyomi Hamzat. Remember, they did not only rely on police investigators. They had to do their own work so that when police is not bringing sufficient evidence, they are bringing it. And at the point they have to say, hold on, police, thank you. But wait, the family is interested in taking on this prosecution by themselves. And they have to start assembling their own legal team. And they went to bring Falano. Then they went to obtain fiat, such that they will say, state, thank you, but wait. Thank you, state, but wait. We want to be able to satisfy ourselves as to the legal handling. Please, give us fiat. We want to handle it ourselves to our satisfaction. And then they went to bring in Falano. We all know the outcome. Come to Lagos. The Bamishes matter. Yes, there was noise, just like, maybe not as much as that of Mohbad because there were no concerts, but yes, there was sufficient noise. There's no outcome, there's no legal outcome yet too. There's no legal outcome yet. So coming from these backgrounds, I will advise, it is very important, very, very important. I use very twice. Get all these funds going into concert is good. But can the people putting these funds together also assist the family to get lawyers for the family, not just depending on the police prosecution alone? Because that will spell, I don't want to preempt, but you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to speak too much, but you know what I'm talking about. And to the protesters, you see, there is no time you will protest in Nigeria. Just know that the police will come for you. Even if you like, call it jubilation now. Don't call it revolution now like Shore. Call it jubilation now. There's no way the police will not want to control what you do. In Nigeria, no, you don't have a right like that. Because when Shore did revolution now, everybody came out. You should not have done it like that. You should have done this. And when I said it at that time, I said the Nigeria police that we know, this government, if you like, don't call it revolution now. They say it's because they call it revolution. If you like, don't call it jubilation now. They will still tear gas you. They will tear gas you. Mention anyone. They tear gas Charlie Boy. You will think he has friends in the police. They are his friends. They will take pictures together. They will ride the car together. Come and do protest. Say because you think you know them. They will tear gas you. No, we are just doing memorial. We are just doing as far as they can't control what they will tear gas you. And this brings me to the matter of UNILAG students. They say come and join protests to reverse the arbitrary hike in fees. Some of them living in Iyanopaja, Oshodi. They say we don't have tea fare. To come to UNILAG, your school, to come and protest, we don't have tea fare. Some of them are saying, to go and protest, they will tear gas also. Me, I don't have tea fare. It's too far. Your school is too far. But when they said Mohbad's own concert is coming up, somebody living at Abule Egba suddenly has transport to go to Lekki. Just because they felt, oh, that one is a concert, Davido is coming. The moment Davido left Inco, you think you count? They play. I'm not saying this to generate hatred against the people. We are just talking realities. It's not to generate hatred or we are just speaking what everybody knows. We are just organizing the thoughts This is it. Come clear arawa. So if you want to do something, just know it is what you are doing, regardless of what outcome it will have. Put your energy into what you want result for. Don't distract it. The purpose yesterday was candlelight, to draw global attention to it. Now look at the headlines coming out this morning. Are you happy at it? The headline should have been everywhere. The headline should have been uniform. Like, hundreds, thousands, youths make candlelight procession for late singer Mohbad throughout journey for all media. But look at the headlines coming out. Police disperse. You have distracted. You are making it look like you are violent. So coordinate it. Coordinate it. It's a concert for Mohbad. Do it. Let the news be like that. Violence mass. No, violence mass. Candlelight procession for late singer Mohbad. No. Youths can coordinate themselves. Police will scatter it for you because they want to change your headline. So you must coordinate yourselves. When they say, let us do it this way because it will result in this, have that communication. Let it work. Synergy, you will get what you want. Justice for Mohbad. Let the team, the advocacy team, be tight. Get lawyers. Get lawyers for the family. Don't only rely on police prosecution team. Get people who can fetch important, including forensics, information, gather intelligence. Don't rely on the noise. The judge will not rule on noise. The judge will not rule on sentiments. Because at the end of the investigation, is it not to arraign whoever the offender is? And they will arraign. If you are not okay, I've not heard Naira Marley talking all these whiles. I've not heard the other people who are alleged by the public. I've not heard them talking. But guess what they are busy doing? Putting together their legal team and defense. They will be busy blocking loopholes and hands. So whoever wants to prosecute such must also be ahead of them in the game. That is if it is true. That is if it is true. Don't quote me and say Shegun believes that. No. I'm one of those who recommended autopsy. Very importantly, you must use an autopsy to determine immediate cause of death. Yeah, with Naira Marley, Malians, he was bullied. Those were remote causes, like distant things that have happened in the past. But the moment he died, the immediate cause of death is different from other remote suspicions, though, except where the autopsy can identify that he had underlying health condition caused by those past violence. Because we must be conscious and conversant with how law works, not how noise works. Noise will do its own work. It will draw attention. But when they now say, bring the evidences, now let's work with the evidence, the intelligence you have, and you don't have anything to table. And they're now asking you, maybe during cross-examination, they now call this crowd, maybe some representatives of the crowd, come and give us evidence how Naira Marley is connected. The judge is interested. They now say, we saw videos of how they will now ask you, no. At the material time, when the death reportedly occurred, at the material time, was Naira Marley at the party? Was he at the scene of violence? Did you see? And you now be saying, no. I know that the day he died, though. I know that Naira Marley was not there. I know that Sam Larry was not there. But I know that we have seen videos, it will be easy to dismiss the material time as the immediate cause, the time he died. What were the causes, the things linking to it? If you can't defend it, it's shayo. The judiciary doesn't listen to sentiment. They listen to the point. So let me quickly respond to a few comments and then I know to get too much to say. Joshua Frank says, you think Nigerians understand the meaning of allegation, accusation, and evidence? That's exactly why we are doing this kind of things to educate our people. We need to start guiding the energies. There's energy everywhere, but they are not guided. Yes, do your thing, but do it within reasonable, reasonable ambit of. It's not just to cause. Okay, now do you now want to divert from justice for Mohbad and start shouting for the victims of tear gas last night? No, how many justice for will now be exponentially cost? How many justice for? No, now. So let's guide the energies, and that's just my point. So, Auntie Iyabo, you are doing well. Very dark man, you are right. You are bringing salient points. I like that. Abiola, yes, let's guide people, and that's exactly why we are here. So I don't want to say too much. I just want to say, everybody, let's do it well and right. I love you all. God bless you. Let's keep the energy on, but let's keep it guided. R.I.P. Mohbad. Bye.
I don't believe what I know, go glance at it, I am sorry. I don't get free, I don't take one food. I'm a master